I wrote this song for you. I love you. I need you. Let's die together. I love you. Oh yeah. Time to be together. Oh yeah. How's that? Did you like it? My chip just fell. Mother. It keeps falling. Stop. So, part 1 of the, I believe, final episode of the Twilight Trials, which is Breaking Dawn Part 1. Or, Dose. I meant dose. Dose, please stop commenting on the fact that I'm stupid. Okay. If you're wondering why I sound crazed, is because I recorded about maybe 5 minutes, and only after I stopped recording I noticed that I was on pause the entire time. So, yeah. Alright, so it is about 9:10 or maybe 9:20 at this point on November 15th, 2021. Pretty good day so far. The movie, muy bueno. It was a good ending to what is essentially a decent storyline. I'm not going to say perfect, because it had some plot holes. It had some little issues here and there, but it was good. It was a genuinely good story. So as I said, it's good. It's really good. Although there was one specific plot point that I didn't really get, which is Alice's plan to have Renesmee, the baby, well, not baby in the last half, and Jacob leave the country or something to have her be in safety. But they literally took that idea and then threw it away the second that they thought anything else. It was very weird to see it go bink bonk, stoink lonk, doink, la boink. If you know what I'm saying. If you do know what I'm saying, please help me. I'm going insane. The whole Jacob and Renesmee love interest thingamabob, they could have brought it on a little bit longer, although I assume the book ends like bam right there and just says screw you to anyone who wants to know more. I feel like they could make a sequel saga. Not Twilight, but like High Noon. That sounds like good one. It's all about Charlie and how he's a friggin' G, and how like Renesmee and Jacob, they're together. That would be fun. If anyone has some pull at Twilight HQ, please put in a good word for me, and hopefully that will be a thing soon. Because otherwise, their storyline is a little bit ski-wampus. I guess that's it. See ya.
One eternity later.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while. It is currently December 25th, Christmas Day. Well, technically it's Christmas night. So this is your Christmas gift. Alright, so this is Twilight Trials, Episode 5, Part 2. Let's just jump right into it with the bad. Specifically, Bella right now. Why was Bella able to control herself so much? Like, no other vampire can do that. Even Jasper, who's been a vampire since the Civil War, he gets all kerfuffled whenever there's human blood around, and, she's just like, oh, I can handle it. She should have made her dad into, like, ground beef when he came over to the Cullen house. She would have just went to town. I personally didn't like that part. It would have been better if she, I don't know, video chatted him instead of talking to him directly. When she sees Jacob for the first time, she comments on his smell. How bad do werewolves smell? Even if they're not in their wolfy form. Is it just because of their genetics that they produce a pheromone that is equal to a dog's so that they can more easily identify themselves? I don't know. Things like that, question myself. As I said in the first part of this video, Alice's plan is very much like filler. It has no representation in the ending of the film. Nothing is used from that little piece of paper that she gave to Carlisle. Nothing about it makes sense, and I don't like that. Like, if you bring in a hammer in the first act of a play and you specifically call it out, you better use that hammer in the second act of the play. So that was kind of annoying how they commented on it but then just said, nah, that's all fine. I don't know if that's just the movie being a movie or if it was in the book and they just decided cut it. But or even if the plan was in the book at all. Because that would be annoying if they just actually took everything out of the book. The final really bad thing was that the bad smoke boy, I'll probably show a picture of him right, he never uses his power. Even to, like, make people bend to his will, that he never uses it. Even in the battle, he uses his strength and reflexes more than his own power, which pretty much every single other vampire uses their power. Even the one that has the power to element bend, like in Avatar. Also played by one of the greatest actors in the world, don't at me. Also, can the Pain Girl, like, spread her craziness powers to multiple targets at once, or can it only be focused on one specific person? Because that's kind of limiting if you think about it. I would want to learn how to take out multiple enemies at once just by making them feel pain and then having them just writhe. That would be fun. Contrary to the first movies, the jump arcs were really well done, especially in the fight scene. They were constantly jumping up and down and up and down and whee! It was really well done, and I liked it. I liked how Jacob kind of became his own alpha, with, like, Sam being the actual alpha of his original pack. I don't know if they switched roles or something in between time when he left the pack and then when the battle of Vampies happened. I don't know if they switched roles. He really laid down his foot and showed that he was willing to protect who he loved. And I like that. I like that in a character, and I think that was really well handled. The comedy in this movie was really well done. The time when Jacob tells Bella about his imprinting on Renesmee was absolutely hilarious. Just the use of her grabbing him by his neck and dragging him out like a dog absolutely captures what she thinks of him right then. And it's so freaking good. The the commentary on Edward when she's kicking the crap out of him. He's like, I could have killed him right then and there, but I'm still thinking about it. It's so good. The comedy is just so well timed. I loved it. Going along with the comedy, the shield training scene where Bella is learning how to project her shielding powers. It was really well done because of how the banter between Edward and his brother Emmett, how Emmett was just like, you're just being a baby, and then Edward's just like, you want to try? It was mucho bueno. The father and son-in-law was really well done with Edward and Jacob because they look the same age, they act the same age, but ultimately Edward is his father-in-law, so it's kind of whack, but also I liked it. I liked the way they handled it. Finally, in the good parts, the montage of Bella's thoughts was really well done. It showed the entire series up to this point and showed how the timeline has happened. And I liked that. It was really good. It hit an emotional level. For more of the middle ground, the intro was really long. I don't like long intros, even if it's in the movies that I really like Terminator. Next Time, Baby has a really long intro with just showing the credits. In fact, a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies have long intros. This one, I'm not going to fault it for it, simply because it had kind of the vampy Venom going on in the background and also showing the snow falling and showing the nature in the background. I like the visuals, but obviously it was a very long scene. Well, not even a scene. It was just a really long intro, and personally I don't like those. But, if you like them, cool for you, I guess. I don't know why the vampires don't look pale anymore. In the first one, they were white as snow, but now they look just normal, like normal human beings, which isn't how it's supposed to be in any kind of spot. One specific question that I have with the power of Renesmee is, can she let someone see all of her thoughts, or just specific points, or if it's just the first memory they have of them? And then, can she also see other people's thoughts, just like her papa? Like father, like daughter, It would make sense. Why can't, only Bella tell Charlie about her being a vampire and that vampires are real? Because the Volturi can't see her thoughts because she has her shielding technique. Pokemon uses shield. Or even someone who's not on the Volturi's kill list, in which they wouldn't care about them enough to start throwing their boulders and rocks at them. Rocks are boulders. Shut up. Or even change him into a vampire too. Then no one has to live without each other, and Charlie is the best character in the world. I just want him to be like Van Helsing or uh, like in Underworld, that kind of a vampire. That would be friggin' awesome. Also, wouldn't Jacob telling Charlie about werewolves, wouldn't that be technically against the Volturi's wishes and then kill Jacob and Charlie? Because obviously they would know now, of course, because Charlie would know that that monsters exist, or not really monsters, just creatures. What even are they? Are they creatures, monsters, people? Are they human? And the way that he did it, he just stripped in front of a guy that basically he would call an uncle. Another question that isn't exactly thought of is the human population specifically around the Washington, Oregon area would have taken a dip not only because of the Volturi but also because of the all the vampires that the Cullens brought in, because not all of them are vegans as said by them. They're not even vegans. They eat meat. Technically it's an animal product, not meat. They eat blood. Drink blood, I say. Finally, to end off this video, it's already getting pretty long. Would Renesmee change Jacob into a werewolf vampire hybrid? Or would he still reject it even though he loves one of the vampires? Because as soon as she's mature enough, I think I put it... If I did say it in the last video, I'll just edit this out. By the time that she's mature, which is around 7 years old, he would be about the same maturity age, in which in the human being it would be about 25. If you're 25, that's usually around when your brain and your body are at full maturity. That's just an anatomy lesson for you. You got a free lesson. Let your parents know that you learned something new today. Tell them that this is educational. But by the time that he's mature and she's mature, then she would just stop aging and he would keep on living. So in order for them to be completely together forever, wouldn't she want to make him into something more withstandable, able to stay with her for longer and ultimately be more like her, I guess? I mean, no one's going to be more like her, except for that one guy in the end. But, that's just a little question I have for myself. I guess that's it. So, my plan now is I'm going to make another video. But this one is just going to be a singular one-parter in which I am going to go over the entire series as a whole. So I'm going to rewatch every single one and find out what I liked, what I disliked as a whole, not just in different parts of it. So I guess see you in maybe a couple weeks.